Hey everyone, it's a patient hodler coming at you with another live stream. And in this one, we are going to cover the ban topic, talk a little bit about exchanges, and in general, look at some of the news, but the relevant topic will be the ban topic. So I see some people are already in here. Do we have sound? Can you hear me? Because from my intro, I didn't know if it was really working. I didn't hear anything. So we got Ted in the house. Maybe you can just give me feedback if you can hear me, if everything is set up and loud and clear. Ted, what's up? Let's go. We have JST here. Let's go. Okay, I get it. Yes, sir. Jordan C says loud and clear, and Jordan is already in saying that he is banned since January the 18th. Team Avenger in the house. Okay, let's go. We hear you. Yeah. So welcome. Let's raise the stream to maximal awareness possible. So we have only a couple of people in here. So smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, but the most important is to smash the like button here to get that stream out to everyone out there so that we can raise awareness for the topic, especially for the ones that are banned and banned since a longer time. Some of you are not, but the stream will be still interesting for you because we will also cover how you can avoid being banned while you're at it. We have a lot of uncertainty out there. So yeah, we need to raise that awareness so that not more people get banned. Roy says, "You're the man, brother. Thanks for bringing attention to this crucial issue." Yes, and I have prepared some slides to make it more visual, even for those that are on other live streams at the moment and cannot join right now, or on the other side of the world and have no opportunity to join. So we are going to make it as visual as possible. Axie Scholar says, "Hallo Nachbarn," or "Hallo Nachbar." Yeah, hello, man. Are you the guy from Netherlands that was here last time? I'm not quite sure right now. Team Avenger says MP restricted since November. Oh, that's crucial, man. So you are already at the same count as the guy that got released, I think, yesterday. Still holding strong and buying any possible drops. So you're buying on another account, correct? Or of someone of your family? Posted your stream on Reddit. Thank you very much. For everyone that is new in the stream, smash the like button so we can get that stream and that topic out to everyone. Jason says, "Love your show, man. Much love from NYC. Much love back to NYC. Great city. Hope you're living well there. I have seen some people that have quite nice houses or penthouse flats somewhere up there with a nice view on the Hudson River, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yo, Netherlands, it's evening, but the only thing I know to say is goedemorgen. So yeah, there you go. Maybe I will learn some more words from you. Let's go 3, 4, 5, 6, 40 days and counting. Yo, what does 4, 5, 6 mean? 40 days and counting? Yeah, you are on halftime according to what we have seen so far. Leave a 1-star review on the App Store with this issue. Maybe they will take some action due to the negative publicity. Well, I think that it's not necessary to leave a 1-star review because that will be the least thing that they will relate to. I think they know they have fucked up with the communication, and now they will try to raise some concerns or something on the AMA. So yeah, I think they know what's up and they just fucked up communication big time. But we are going to get into this as well. But let's just answer some of the things here from the chat right now. I have a 6-figure account locked for over a week. with no response. I posted a video on social media yesterday. This can happen to anyone. It's spreading like a virus and we need a vaccine. Yeah, well, that is a, let's say, oh, I'm hidden behind that big comment. So that is a big concern, Edward. And a lot of people, doesn't matter if it's 5-figure or even 1,000, because $1,000 can be life-changing money for another person, depending on from which country you are investing. So we shouldn't take it lightly, even if it's millions or if it's only a couple of $100, because it depends on the life situation of someone that just saw a big opportunity and it did nothing wrong and now is banned or locked out. So, but yeah, I hear you, and there is hope to get that account back. I think we will go into that in short. JST says more than 40 days, as you know. Yeah, I know, man. Actually, I think you have the 50 days full tomorrow. So originally I planned to make only a video, but I think a live stream to get your voices here on the screen and then maybe get this video or this live stream out to like 1,000 people or more would be a great idea. Also, just to let you know already, we will do a giveaway here, although maybe not enough people will have an active account to receive something, but we will give away a little comic and maybe someone is lucky to win. So yeah, as Team Avenger says, I'm still buying in the same account with the same credit card. I trust that my account will be released at some point. Although it's 3 months now, I don't want to mess with them saying I have 2 accounts. Actually, yeah, that's a big problem. And I have seen that when the IP is flagged, those accounts were immediately banned as well. So if you do that, make sure that you get the drops from maybe another Wi-Fi or from 4G only and never log on to the same Wi-Fi, because they could just flag it as well as something from the IPs. But yeah, so welcome everybody who has recently joined. Smash the like button, get this stream a little bit more viral, and I will pull up according to what I've planned here a little bit the slides, but I will let all of your comments or most of your comments on stream, so everyone can record it and see that, so you have your voice up here. So let's put that on the screen. And Edward Garcia will retweet the video, tag me on Twitter. Yeah, make sure you do that, and also retweet the stream, the link here on Twitter, so more people can come up here. But anyways, I've just put up that slide to say this in the beginning. So I think we are all, before we were banned, or I wasn't banned, but I have family members that were, extremely bullish on Veve, and we put almost everything every month into that because we saw the extreme potential. And I want to say, before we really go into the deep shit, that we want this project to succeed. We want to be a part of it. We don't want to harm it. We just want that everyone gets heard. Not hurt, heard. That the voices get heard, the accounts, the innocent accounts unbanned, and that there are other measures being taken, and there is more transparency and more communication out for all the users so that they know what's going on. And that's something that we're lacking. So we are not here to hurt Veve, and we are still convinced that this is a good project and those are the best NFTs that you can get out there, and that no recur or something can compete with that. But we want everyone on board. And we're not of the people that say, okay, I was not banned, so I don't care. And we are not of the ones that are afraid to put out their voices because there could be somewhat negative response to it or something like that. So yeah, I think that much should be said in the beginning. Vitimon says, I'm planning on getting a new phone. The situation is making me I need notify them about my upgrade. Kind of ridiculous. So what you want to do when you get a new phone is make sure once you install Veve and log onto it, that you're logged out on your old phone. Because one of the reasons, as we will see, and is confirmed by the support, is that if you are logged in on 2 devices into the same account, you get banned, or you can get banned at least. The second thing you want to make sure is that before you log onto Veve, doesn't matter if it's a drop or not, that you are disabling the auto clicker functionalities that some phones have already, like Android phones, and also double click and click helpers or something like that, because they can flag that as well. And I honestly don't understand why they don't program the app in a way that you just cannot use the app once this is active. But anyways, Team Avenger says, thank you for everything you're doing. Only you took the dare to get this out so the world can hear. Now I see a lot of YouTubers and Twitter peeps talking about this. So yes, actually, because my cousin was involved and I saw what was happening, I had to do that. And honestly, in the beginning, I thought maybe it's a bad idea because they could just backlash on me and ban my account just for speaking up. But I thought, okay, doesn't matter, I have to do it, because then I saw more and more people that came in, and I thought if they do that, it would be just more proof of things going wrong, and they didn't. So okay, but I'm happy to be one of the people that is speaking out. I think it's good for everyone. It's good for the project and for my personal investment that is in the project. So I'm happy to help. If you have valuable information, reach out in the Twitter group of the band people. Someone can post the name of that Twitter group here and also post it on Twitter. And yeah, and also reach out on Twitter to me, follow me, or tag me in a comment so that I can follow you back if you want to talk something that I should highlight in one of the other videos. I will also, if we get an AMA, I will raise my voice or try to raise my voice as I tried the last time, and maybe I can speak. I was banned, submitted a ticket, and sent KYC. Yesterday I got some generic email saying I can only have restricted access. Is it done here? It sounded like I'm guilty and that's it, no proof. Yeah. So you will only get generic messages as almost everyone else, except when you have a blue check mark on Twitter and like 50,000 followers, then it seems to be faster for you. I talked to a guy that has exactly that, and his account got unbanned within 24 hours, which is a really bad look. But most of the people, even if they have higher follower numbers, wait a long time and they get generic messages all the time. So JST says, we're very grateful to you. Actually, I'm very grateful to each and every one of you, because since I posted that video and also before, I saw amazing support with everything I tried to do. So this community is crazily awesome and helpful. People taking times, like hours, to help you of their life to give their knowledge to me. So I'm very grateful to each and every one of you as well. And yeah, so let's continue here. What happened to your cousin's account now? I might have missed. If you have given any update, I got exactly the same email that your cousin got. So yeah, let's jump into it. So what these people, is because some of you in the stream maybe are not banned, but what these people basically experienced is they hopped onto their app after getting a new phone, or maybe after not getting a new phone, and they tried to do something, and then they had like the spinning circles around the app, and it was just everything loading. And actually, every time I get the spinning circles because of a lag, I am afraid that it is my account. I hate that feeling. I don't want to feel that way, right? So let's just switch this around here a little bit. So once people deinstalled the app after having that, they got this message after reinstalling. So they were not notified within the app, and also they were not notified via email. So then they reached out to support to get a generic message for KYC back, or even a message back to like, yeah, if you are having problems, check out the FAQ and then report back if your problem wasn't solved. So there were already like 2 weeks of your account is disabled. You cannot even go in and look at your collectibles. And then my cousin got this message back, and this message is like an outraged straight up lie. Let me just get my face here. Sorry, that is the wrong mode. No, that one. Okay, so this is a generic message, and it's sent out from like 4 accounts, like Ben and other support accounts. And it says here, I apologize for the amount of time it has taken to investigate your account. I've spoken to our senior devs, and your account has been restricted because our security partners detected that you were using scripts bought to access Veve or flagged blacklisted IP addresses, and this violates the terms and conditions you agreed to when you registered. These terms allow us to restrict user accounts to prevent fraud activities diminish and so on. So let's just look at that here, because that is outrageous. This is crazy, and people still get that even with the screaming injustice that we had here already around Twitter. So people were tagging the team so they know, but they still sent this out. So first of all, the generic message says, I have spoken to our senior devs, but then claiming that the security partners have detected something. So what? There's a third-party provider involved to fight bots, and it's just going around shooting people, basically, like Squid Game. So if you move, you get shot, right? If you move in the wrong direction, you get shot. So, okay, the security partner bans accounts. And then this guy claims in every message here, you see the same message in another format from another user that has been sent to me. And it's the same wording, so it's copy and paste. And he claims to have spoken senior devs. And either this guy talks all the time to senior devs and they are not developing anymore, or this is a straight up lie. And then they are accusing my cousin and the other guy, and you have probably received the same stuff, of having used either script or a bot to access Veve or flagged and blacklisted IP addresses. So this is so generic that you don't even know what you would have done wrong, and they don't tell you. So it's not, hey, here's proof you used an auto clicker on the market or on the drop, and that's why we banned you, right? Nothing of that. So this is not good customer support. Even if they say, okay, you bought it, there must be a process where you can at least help in the process if you're falsely in false accusation, that you can prove your innocence, right? But if you cannot even talk to a real person, you cannot prove your innocence because you won't be heard. And no one is looking into your history because the third-party provider doesn't have the history because of data protection laws in the countries, and the other ones don't look at your history. So that's what's going on, okay? So let's look at the chat real quick before before we go on, because this story is not over. So that do you think Dr. Doom might loan as a good deal for 1.9K? Hey, you have to decide that, and I cannot decide that for you. Dr. Doom, you mean like the comic? I don't know, but Lomond is always cool, and if you love the statue or whatever, you should grab it. Have you seen anything cool lately on your utility? Let's talk about this later, okay? Come back later, post the same question later. That's the email I got yesterday. Yeah, so basically then you are in step 1 of all that process, right? So yeah, so JST actually performed a study or a little survey that we are going to look here as well, why people exactly got banned, and some key indicators where we can learn something from. MJ says, hey, just tuned in, are you banned? No, I am not banned, but a hell of a lot of people are banned out there. I'm not banned, but there are many innocent people and some not innocent people that are currently banned and fighting for getting their accounts back. And we are just talking about what these people receive from the support. Yeah. So thank you very much, Jordan. I will look at that later on. Be sure until this is solved, I will cover that topic, and I will continue on to get this information out there until we have it solved. But I'm confident that Veve is going to sort it out, and that somehow they will make it up to the people as as much as possible. I'm still convinced because team listens usually to the community. I think they are overwhelmed, and it's not an excuse. So it's not an excuse here. Okay. So they are basically then saying, however, you have the right to access the assets you have purchased, and the restrictions in place simply prevent you from using the market. So that's what some people got after they got rid of the disabled message that we see here. So they were waiting like 20, 30, 40, 50 days, and then they got a restricted access where they can still participate in drops. They just cannot access the market anymore. So there are some theories on why this is, but certainly not about bot prevention. So that is completely wrong. But anyways, so we have no proof delivered here. This is basically the essence from that email. What's also worrying is that when we talk about accessing the collectibles, you have the right to access the collectibles, yeah, because JST, for example, told me that in the 50 days he is disabled now. He didn't have any option to access his collectibles that are his own collectibles, because either we have real NFTs, then we have true ownership about it, or we don't. And that is another discussion that we have already addressed. Do we really own our collectibles? In the first video I made about this. And so he has to be at least able to look at it, to then take a video and screenshot his collectibles, because most of us haven't done that. So here are two recommendations for everyone that is in here. And please, if you have joined right now, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Let's get that stream out there so that more and more people can see that. But here are two things that you should immediately. First of all, go and check if everything is all right in your profile. If you're not banned already, right? If you're not banned already, you should do that. You go to your profile and check if your date of birth is correct, because some people put that in incorrectly and then they get wrecked on KYC because they simply say it's not your birthday, it's not your account, there's nothing we can do. Okay. The second thing that you want to do is to, if you still have your account or you have a restricted account, take a video of browsing through all your collectibles where all the mint numbers are seen, and then take at least a video of all your transaction history, and also, if possible, take a screenshot of every transaction you ever did, right? Brandon Jacobs says, but all the birthdays are one day off. How so? What do you mean by that? Anyways, if you haven't done that, do that and bring your collectibles into security, because we had two AMAs that are conflicting each other, and I showed that in the video. In the first AMA from November, Dan Crothers said, we cannot take away collectibles from anyone because they are the true owners, because they are NFTs and so on. So something like that, right? And then in the December AMA, David Yu said on the question of a woman named Heather that they are going to take away the collectibles from any restricted master accounts or disabled master accounts and use them for giveaways. That cannot happen in the NFT world, because the NFTs are bound to the person that owns the account, right? So that is something that really, really scared me, and should scare the hell out of everyone, because if they can just take away your NFTs, then you don't have real NFTs, and then I have to rethink my investment case into Omi and into Veve, right? But we haven't had an answer to that, so we're not sure yet. But yeah, they should stick to what Dan said, that you cannot take so I put my B-Day in correctly on setup, but when I looked, my B-Day is off. Really? Whoa. So I have to check that after the stream as well. So that is good hint. Everyone that can check their birthdays, even like everyone, right? So we do the most to not get banned, and then we fight for everyone else to get their account back. Jordan C, all my details are fine, including birthday. Good job. Then you have a real good chance on passing through that, because there's hope. We'll get these accounts back. Edward Garcia, I agree 100. Veve will make things right for everyone that is innocent. The community is frustrated with the silence, treatment, and response time. These are assets, not toys. So yes, the response time to each and every one is unacceptable. The generic messages are also part of unacceptable in the way they are. If they would just send out like every week, hey, sorry, we are under heavy load. We are getting this figured out. If you're innocent, you have nothing to worry about. That sucks, but you could continue on another account for the time being, and you know they will sort it out, right? But there's no communication whatsoever, and that's the problem. All we want, probably everyone who's banned probably would agree with me. All we want is that someone like Reese or David Yu or Dan Crothers or someone else comes out and says, hey guys, if you're innocent, first of all, we are aware of the problem that we have flagged innocent accounts and they cannot participate. We are aware of that, and we are aware of that we have used false parameters, but we are working our way through it. Sorry for the inconvenience, and so on. We want to hear only that, and then everyone can sleep well. But they don't, and that's the problem. That's why I'm here talking all this stuff. Okay, so Brandon says, yes, a lot of the birthdays are one day off. It's this dumb glitch. So yeah, screenshot that stuff, screenshot proof of the glitch. Very, very important. Also, please someone send it to me or tag it on Twitter for me, okay? Why is there no AMA lately? No one is talking to the community from the team at all. Right, that is a big problem. As soon as they have seen the awareness rising on the topic, they should have come out with an emergency interim AMA just to address the topic so that everyone can sleep well, because we have seen people coming out. We have seen a lot of people coming out. So here, increased awareness. So I made that video, and if you have not seen this video, go ahead and look at this video. It displays the whole case in 34 minutes with the 2 AMAs where they are basically giving contradicting statements. Then I urged on Twitter everyone else to get in. Veve Vault actually was someone that also got in early to share and look out for people that got banned and that believed the people. So Veve Vault did a good work here as well. And then it took a while, and then Cavell also covered the topic because a lot of people have reached out to Cavell. And then we had a good stream from Daniel Lee, who actually brought someone on the stream that got disabled and talked everything through with it. And then there were also Orion Crypto Trader and the German channel Viversum that had me on his live stream to raise the awareness in the German community. So there is a lot of things going on. I think we have done a good job in raising the awareness, and that is on each and every one of you who work their asses off in Telegram and Twitter to raise awareness, get more people. And there was also Ray Fixie coming out. I think Brock is at the moment banned. So there are a lot of people already all over that topic. Also, Tabs has covered that in 2 of his live streams when the question was asked. So he responded to some people. So they are all aware. So if someone doesn't want to come out, that's fine. I think everyone should have the freedom to talk about it or not. So stick to the people that have come out with content about it and that do something for you, and support them in every way you can. Like, anyways, so that is that. Now let's get into the reasons why people are banned, and I could find several here. So the first one is toxic gems and illegal gems, and I think that's the reason why Veve is banning or chain banning so many accounts that have sent gems from one to another, because there are something that I would call toxic gems or infected gems, like illegal gems. And besides botters that are accumulating gems, there are people out there that actually betray or that commit fraud on Google, on Apple Store and Google Play, and they create gems basically out of nowhere within Veve. And basically Veve has to cover these losses, but then the gems are already created and you cannot get rid of them anymore. And they are in the market at one point, they are going to have to cash them out for $1, even though they had to pay these falsely, like let's say for $50, 50 gems, they have to pay it back, that money, to Google because it was from a fraudulent credit card. And then they have to pay another $50 on cash out. So I get the point where you don't want to have infected gems, but then you have to have a measurement technique to, let's say, something like KYC in the middle to already trace where this is coming from, right? But what's happening is that people are selling gems for like 60% off, like one gem for 40 cents, and that cannot be gems in a legal way. So if you are buying on the secondary market and you're not banned yet, stop that immediately. I highly suggest stop that immediately if you're not 100% sure that these gems are completely clean. And even then, it's against TOS technically. So I would recommend stop that immediately. I've never done that. I wouldn't as well. I know that I'm paying a lot on top to what is on there available on the secondary market, but this harms our investment and blows back on any one of us. And if we all stop doing that, we can actually get rid of the bots, or not get rid of the bots, but we can harm the bots business. Let's say it like, let's put it like that. Because on the secondary market, you're buying from the bots. And when you're buying from the bots, you give them gems that they can then easily sell on the secondary market. So that's one thing. The second thing is that, so rapid transfers, sorry, here's a question. Brandon Jacob says, do you mean stop selling because you get the gems when you sell? No, not talking about stop selling. I'm talking about if someone approaches you in the Telegram group and says, I sell you 1,000 gems for $600, that means that he's only charging you 60 cents on $1 in the app. So don't buy these gems that you then get sent to your wallet from another phone where you don't know where these gems are coming from. These can come from fraud. And we have seen that a lot of people that got banned actually bought gems on the secondary market. And I'm not talking about the in-app Veve market. If you are loading up from your own credit card and if you are only buying from that, that's fine. That nothing will happen, right? At least not in that topic. So, but I think that is why they are going so hard against the bots. And that is also, in my opinion, why they have restricted the access to the market. So even if they allow you to get your account back, they still have given you completely restricted access. So they want, apparently, that you can still spend on drops, but they don't want you to spend it on, or that you can get your gems in any way out of the app at the moment, or send it to someone. So you're restricted. Probably they want to find the huge fake bags in the chain and get rid of that so that they don't have to pay millions on top. However, this is not an excuse, and innocent users cannot be caught in the middle. Hey AJH, what's going on? So yeah, AJH in the house, good to see. So let's go to the next step here. So we have rapid transfer in the same network from like directly after the drop, transferring one or more collectibles to another phone apparently is flag. So that means that they are at least, if that goes right, your whole family participates and then sends it all to your phone for MCP. Apparently that's a flag. They think that you are the master account of that. So don't do that at the moment. Maintain the collectibles. Even for MCP, it's not worth risking the ban. Maintain your collectibles on one phone and the one from your wife or from your children on another phone. Okay. The other one we have already covered, that if you have a new phone, it could be that there's something triggering the bot alert. Okay, but that's basically it. Then we have unnatural click rates. That I will show a video of someone who is actually doing insane click rates from that. So, but let me just scroll up because Smart Buy says, please read my text above. Yeah, I will do. 1 second. My father created an account. One day before Steamboat Willie drop, I sent him gems to participate in the drop, and then he won a common and listed it for sale to get an uncommon. Okay. But very next day, his account got disabled. His account got disabled for no reason. And also, he submitted a ticket right after we replied. It took, okay. Will reply soon to this day. There's no reply at all. They are also not replying to new tickets that he created. And also, my father is scared to open another account because he doesn't want to go against TOC. What should he do? Actually, my recommendation is stick to the one ticket, the previous, close the others, or at least let the others be for the time being, and respond in that ticket with addressing what has happened, why you think it has happened, that you're falsely accused, and I personally would actually write in that you are at least holding the option to take legal action, because this is a point where you could take legal action, right? And you should write that you are willing to take legal action if nothing happens, because you put money into that, you don't have access, you cannot sell, you cannot get no money out. Imagine that would be a bank account. Like, would you accept having your bank account frozen without any reply? You cannot call anyone. You wouldn't, right? So you would take legal action for a bank account. So how is this different? Superman says, hey, patient hodler, thank you for the amazing work you do to raise awareness. Thank you, Superman, and welcome to the stream. Superman is the guy that has been on Daniel Lee's stream. So if you haven't seen that that interview, go check it out. I actually let that up here for the time being. So one more thing to toxic gems or infected gems. I think yesterday or the day before, there was a Twitter space with no topic talking about that one from Brock. And a lot of people have joined and discussed, and there were also people in there that didn't believe into or didn't believe in what these people were saying. They were like, the whole conversation drifted into that illegally buying gems from the market and into the topic of money laundering and so on. But only half of the people that really that got banned bought some gems outside the app. Not even half, I guess. But we are looking at that later in a little survey. So that is something to consider here. Now, unusual click rate. So if you have seen these people like using a massage gun or a toothbrush to get drops, I wouldn't do that for the time being. And I wouldn't do that ever, I think, because there is something that can detect a machine rotation clicking, and that will flag you as using bots. However, it seems that some people got caught up in that by actually using the finger really fast. Now, I'm going to show you a video here. It only takes like 20 seconds, so stick with me here, and we are going to watch it together. And I cannot comment on it because apparently my microphone is muted when I play a video, but just watch this. So okay, so as you have seen, the guy is able to do like 14 clicks per second. In the first try, it was 13, now it's 14. So that he says that's how he goes for the drops. And he has sent that video, and he has done the same thing. Like, what can I do to prove my innocence? My cousin also asked, they didn't even reply to that. They only said, yeah, you bought it and you're flagged and you're restricted and whatever. So there's, yeah. There's that problem. Is transferring between phones just phones on the same Wi-Fi network? So I've transferred something to my girlfriend's phone, and then also she has transferred some collectibles to mine, and we didn't get banned. I don't know why. Probably it was not enough or something. But if you do it, don't send everything at once, and also don't do it right after a drop. But for the moment, until we get the AMA, until we get more information, I would suggest don't do it. Fuck MCP, because it's not worth getting banned and miss out on all the drops. What do you do if your account is restricted and they come out with Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, or something like that? So it doesn't matter if you miss out on some MCP points, right? So, and then we have this one here. So some people claim that the account of their children got banned. And the problem here is, if you have children under 13 years, it's against TOC that they have their own accounts. So then you need to have someone else's KYC or someone else's data in there in case it gets flagged and banned, and to do KYC, because they cannot send in a passport or something if they are under 13 years. And in some countries, they don't have a passport even with 14 years. So make sure that you have the data in there that relates to an adult, that even if your child uses it, because I think it's stupid. You should be able to have something like a family account where you just say, okay, this, and that account belongs to my children, and here it is, and I do whatever proof to prove that, or what, I don't know, even if it was a birth certificate that you enter there, right? But there should be a possibility to set up family accounts, because I, as an investor, would want that, right? So what else do we have? Jordan says, my wife sent all her NFTs for the last year because of MCP, and now everything we have is locked. Right. And that's the problem, because they put out MCP, and they put at the same time out a trigger that at this third-party company that doesn't let you send the collectibles for MCP. So they did incentivize sending those things. Like it's crazy. They have done that, basically, that we want to send our collectibles. But yeah, what else? Roy says, it should be obvious the movement of funds and items to determine the nature of the activities on an account. The way of taking access completely is unacceptable. Manual checks is a must. Yes, it is. And therefore, if you have these tons of money, as they do, you have to scale customer support immediately. You just have to hire an army of people from that money that is flooding in. We see people load up more than $1 million worth of gems per day. You cannot tell me that you cannot hire 20 people that are working 8 hours per day through support tickets and look just at transfer histories and just look how likely it is that that guy used something illegal, and maybe can look at some logs or something, like someone with basic knowledge that can look on logs, and just it's unacceptable, right? So yeah, that is what we need to address, and that is what we need to that they do, so they can work their way through all these accounts. Smart Buy says they are not speaking anything on this, not even on AMA. Earlier AMA used to be long and regular, and now they are not even doing one per month, and that to be super short. Yes, and that's a problem, because in the last AMA, I felt like they were not saying anything of value, and they were just killing time. And in the end, some people came up with stuff that wasn't relevant. Like, it was about some NFT things in the vault, and we need to be heard from for the things, the topics that really are important from the investment perspective, but also for the community. And I think they should hire someone that is constantly talking to the people. Like, it's not necessary that David Yu is on every AMA. I think it's cool that he does that. I really respect that. But they could have a communications manager that does more frequent AMAs, and I believe they even have a communications manager that could hop on AMAs and just respond to questions, right? So It's worrying. It's really, really worrying. Brandon says, when is the MA? I have seen something about the 17th of February, but I'm not sure if that was true, so maybe someone can confirm. I hope there will be, and I will request speaking again, but probably I will not make it again. But yeah, let's see what else do we have here. So actually, the thing with the infected gems has been confirmed here. I don't know if you can read that. Let's get a little bit bigger. So it says here, your account has been flagged by our security team for multiple reports of scam activity regarding an outside trade for 500 gems. So this was, I don't know if the scam activity was true or not, but here there's a reference of an outside trade. Right? The problem is, how do you identify it, identify the outside trade? If I send 500 gems to my girlfriend so that she can burn through all the drops, would they flag me for an outside? So again, it's more a matter of transparency. I don't say that this is not wrong or that the person doesn't have done anything wrong, but I want to know what's going on, right? Yeah, so Ryan says Marcy does tricks, was reactivated today within 1.5 hours. Need to have a large Twitter following. Yeah, we have seen that. We have seen that before. So if you have a problem as a big account that can hurt the reputation of Veve, they get priority. But that's why I recommend at least writing into the ticket that you are considering taking legal action, because maybe that would move you up the line. Yeah, Colin says they have a community manager, right? And where is that community manager? He is supposed to manage communication with the community, and he doesn't. That's the problem. My boy's account got locked. I transferred him gems to his phone. He got a comic on the drop, sent that to me to take care of it. Next time I logged into the account, was disabled. It's been 4 months. Next to no comments from Veve. This raised concerns over the centralized control of Veve. Sorry, not 4 months. It's been 1 month. Okay. So cool. I thought that, but because this would be the longest that someone already has been banned. So the longest that I've seen, and I will show this in a second, is 70 days until the unban. But more worrying are the people that got the unrestricted, like restricted access, but they got their collectibles back, so they just cannot sell and participate. So that's also worrying. What do you think about the message Veve gave by enabling Rayfix's account quickly? What does this say about their stance about off-app purchase? Actually, it's a problem. I agree, because if they treat someone of influence that buys a lot and has a lot of collectibles differently than one that only bought 5 collectibles, then it's just plain unfair. Veve is hurting their reputation, and people that get treated like this, like all of you in the channel that are banned, you are pissed, and you are rightfully pissed. So yeah, I think they shouldn't do that. They should have Rayfixie and everyone else waiting in line, and also the ones with $50,000, and take the heat. And then they should come out and basically say, hey guys, we did a mistake and now we have to work through all of the accounts. Sorry about that. And we're going to unlock one by one. Or what I think at this point would be better is everyone that has not approved delivered has to be unrestricted immediately. And then you can go again with new parameters to fight bots. But there's no point in maintaining people if you really know that you have so many innocent people locked up, that there's no point in letting them locked up. If you hit the like button, it increases your chances of getting your restricted disabled account back faster. What do you mean by that? Like, if you hit the like button on what, Superman? On the Twitter channel? Anyways, if you hit the like button on this stream, you will get the stream out to more people, and then you raise awareness for your case. So please, everyone that is in here, a lot of people are in here, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, retweet the stream out because we have still something to cover, and actually we have to perform that giveaway. So yeah, but I see so many people want to say, oh yeah, okay, so you mean my YouTube video. So yeah, exactly, if you hit the like button, you are increasing your chances actually of getting your account back by raising awareness. So that's a good call, Superman. Thank you for that one. Colin says, I had restricted access for 3 months. Had to message every month on the ticket. Yeah. So if you haven't heard back in a while, just respond that you're not done, you want proof and everything like that. So just respond to that. Maybe we don't know. We have no transparency if that makes it take longer, but you should take the chance. Yeah. So Ryan says, I threatened legal action. That was when they stopped responding to me. 24 days for me. 24 days, then you are about 1/3 of the time that some people have waited until they got their stuff back. Maybe they, I think they cannot handle it. They have to scale, right? But let's see what else we do have here. So here's a take on the 2 devices thing. I cannot understand how this is still a thing. So if you shouldn't log onto 2 devices, why is it possible? We know from every game like World of Warcraft, if you log on from another computer, you get immediately thrown out of the account on the first computer that you're logged in. So if you log on to Veve from another phone, you should just be logged out on the devices that you were before. So why is this even an issue? But here, Veve Vault actually reached out and asked, and they responded to him, you can use a single account on multiple devices, but not at the same time. So why can you log in at the same time? It doesn't make any sense. So you can, it makes sense that you can log onto your iPad and then log onto your iPhone, but it doesn't make sense that you can do that at the same time if you're not allowed to do that at the same time. It doesn't make sense. They just create like 1 million support tickets for themselves by just not implementing that you get thrown out of the account, right? I also see this trend. I'm in a Discord group created with people banned December 22 drop. The only people who got their accounts back are 50K plus portfolios. Well, that's another big problem, because that means that they basically say, you little shits, you don't get anything back. We are focusing on the big ones first, and then you are waiting in line, right? Clockwise says, I have one email back from Veve saying they're investigating. Then nothing for a month. Yeah, basic scaling issue here. So, but as I said, there is hope. And this tweet has been emitted today or yesterday. I don't remember. And it said, today is a great day. After 70 days, which is unacceptable, of my account being disabled, Veve finally gave me back what is mine. It feels great to be back home. And I want that feeling for each and every one of you. And you see that there are examples. So if you reach that 70 days mark, you have a good chance to get your account back. But we don't know if this really happens. So there's SAT is saying, if your account is disabled and you are innocent, keep being patient. They are clearly understaffed, but at some point you'll get your account back. And see, he is trying to spread hope and he's happy now. I understand SAT, but the problem is people cannot participate. The trust in the company is hurt, and it will stay. Why would you put more money into that if this can happen again? It takes another 70 days. So I cannot even believe that SAT was patient while he waited, right? You should patiently hodl, but not patiently wait on a fucked up system that yeah, it's just not yeah. So I think that's, I mean, I'm very glad for the guy that but he should be angry about the 70 days. If it's 7 days, that would be okay, right? So JST says here, I think, let me get that, sorry, okay, here, yeah, so you see me. I think a very important point is that affected innocent people are urged by the support to make false confessions and admit that they used bots, although it is probably not true, so that they can regain access to the property that is unacceptable. Yes, indeed. I have heard about that as well. Basically, the support came out and said, admit that you have botted and you will get your account back. And here's the thing. If you haven't botted, you shouldn't admit that, because that could lead to them not giving your account back. Or I don't know where this is coming from. It's just retarded. Sorry, it's just crazy to say that, right? This is the message I got from Veve. The team may review the restriction in the future, but we don't have any further information at this point. Yeah. So this is another generic bullshit message for someone that spends thousands of dollars onto the account. And Superman actually, and this is another thing that we have to see, Superman got a downside twice. He is not only blocked out of his account, his items that were listed when the bottom rose, they were sold off. And I think if they disable your accounts, they should delist all the items immediately, automatically, so that they are not on the market anymore while your account is disabled. So maybe then you don't make a sale at the point. But for example, I think Superman, you had a walled statue just in there for people to see and make you offers, and you just constantly raised the price when the bottom went up, I think. And now that you were locked out, the bottom rose to your, I think, fairly good mint walled statue, and then it got sold off. So you're completely in the disadvantage. I think it was Dr. Profit that bought it from you. You said in that stream. So yeah, that's crazy. I cannot imagine how pissed I would be, right? Clockwise says, I prefer bots to Veve locking accounts. Veve just need to change their system to eliminate bots. People have created such a shitstorm because of bots that they overreacted. I'm sure of that. But I think, and I also think I would rather compete with the bots in the app than have all of you innocent people, the ones that are innocent, being restricted, right? So now I have one more slide here, or at least that is the slide. That's transparency. And I left it blank because I couldn't find where we have transparency on, right? So that is what I have on transparency. So my wish is that they make it more transparent. How will you get flagged? What should you not do? What is Veve doing for compensating the harm that has been done to innocent people? What is Veve doing to speed everything up? How are they scaling? How are they responding to the automatic messages that clearly accuse people falsely of botting, right? So yeah, that's a transparency slide, and I'm sorry, but I don't have anything here for you, right? Thanks for continuing to raise awareness on this issue. Yeah, you're welcome, Ryan. I'm sorry that I cannot do any more because I don't have 10,000 subs. I have 1,500, but I will get there. I will get there, and there will be other things to address, and there will be bullish times, and there will be times that we should think about what's going on, like now. So, Smart Buy, sorry if I cannot respond to every question, but I try my best. My dad emailed them to delist Mickey. They replied they can't delist anything now. Even if they open the account, you will lose money as per current value. That's bullshit, because like Steamboat Willie or Mickey or whatever is going up all the time. Like, he wouldn't lose money. He will lose money when he loses Steamboat Willie. Yeah, so they cannot delist, I think, because they haven't implemented the mechanism, and it just consumes too much resources, or too many resources. They have badly planned what they were doing, right? Roy says, thank God I listed my TOT for 1 million before my Veve lift got shut down. it's still on the market. Yeah, if you get that million gems, you'll be fine as well, right? So that's good idea. But don't list your stuff if you don't want to sell it, or list it for absurd amounts, like to get offers. I think you talk on one of the Twitter meetings. Yeah, I will try. I will try. I tried last AMA, but they didn't call me on stage. Unique says, hey, Unique's cool Spider-Man picture there. You still bullish? Love the live stream, brother. Keep doing more. I will try to keep up 2 times per week live streams. We will have the bullish ones and the ones like now. But don't get depressed, because you have seen here there is hope, and you will get your accounts back eventually. Actually, I think offers from people. I think if you list your account, people can send you a message and basically ask you to lower the price, or I don't know. Maybe it's not in there yet, but there should be a functionality to get offers, right? So I think this comic is the perfect subject for a giveaway on a stream like that, right? So I will do it as follows. How will I do the giveaway? So for everyone, unfortunately, probably this is only something for everyone that has an active account at the moment, if it is your secondary account or not. But we have here the jailed and banned Daredevil for you. And I will do it as follows again. So we have 33 people or more in the chat. So I will write down a number on this sheet here between 1 and 30, and the first one to hit it will win this Daredevil. I hope I don't get banned for this, because if I send it to an account that is flagged, I don't know if that could be a problem. But I will do that giveaway here, and yeah. So just throw in the numbers, boys. Haven't seen it yet. We have 22, 21, 25. Haven't seen it yet. Come on, boys, let the numbers fly. Oh man, no hit yet. No hit yet. Maybe that was a little too much of until 30, but yeah, let the numbers fly. We'll get there. Come on, everyone, like, try it and see which numbers we haven't seen yet. I hope I did not overlook one. Yeah, okay, we got it. We got the number here. Where was it? Where is it? You can stop. I saw it. Yeah, there you go. So it's clockwise, and clockwise. I hope. Actually, I'm a little bit worried right now, but I hope that that you have an account. Do you have an account that is not banned? So yeah, here for everyone to see, that was the number basically that had to win. Roy asks, is a collectible burned if it's sent to a disabled account? No, I think it's not. I just don't know if you can receive it. Oh, okay. So clockwise, just post your account handle, yeah, like the account handle, and then pray for us. And I will look up. Sorry, for going here in. So Yeah, I don't know. Can you, Clockwise, can you put it like with the ad, how it's exactly written, so I can send it to you? Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Command back. Ryan said it first. You say it. See, this happens if you. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So uniques. No, you what? Who is who was the first? Who was the first? Ryan Fensel. I didn't see that. Let me see here. Who was the first? Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, and your account is not banned as well, right? So then, sorry, Clockwise, I've not seen that that he was first. So yeah, I'm sorry. Fans 55. I'm sorry. Next time you get it. Fans 55. Yeah, you got the fans. Confirm that you got the Spider-Man there. Okay, fans. If your account is restricted at the moment, then we will do it as follows. You will get that once it's unrestricted, right? Because if I send it now, I don't even know it will arrive, or if they just withhold it, but it's safe for you. I will not sell it. I will save it for you. Actually, enter in contact on Twitter with me, like tag me or follow me, like say something so I can follow you back. And then once your account is solved, you will get that from me. That we don't burn this comic for you. So that will be your when you get your account back. That will be your memory one. Yeah, I don't know. No, actually, I don't want to do a rebound here on this because we have so many band people here. The chance to hit a band guy is fairly high. But I wanted to do that just because of that fitting Daredevil image, and he will like force me, even if it's worth $3,000 by the time that he gets unrestricted, I will send it to him. Mark my words. Yeah. So, anyways, sorry about that. Was a little bit messy, that giveaway. Usually I have it a little bit smoother, but yeah. So okay. I will remember that name, and afterwards we get in touch, Ryan. Okay. Nat Soraya, hey brother, hey sister, brother, I don't know, according to the pic. So, what are the suggestions here ultimately? I think so. Some people came up with suggestions what should be done, despite speeding everything up. Sorry, Nat Soria says, did you see the whole date of? Yeah, someone mentioned that already. And Superman has a truth here. Everyone smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more information here. And yeah, we get that done, boys. We get that done, and girls. So some people are suggesting no KYC. Other people say you need to do KYC. I think KYC would prevent a lot of problems, because if you're a botter with like 40 or 50 smartphones and you need the accounts, like you need several accounts, then if you have to do KYC, you just can't do it. Like you cannot buy so many identities to then get your account back if it's temporarily banned or something. The next thing is, if you're flagged, there should be maybe a temporary timeout or ban from some functionality so they can investigate, but it shouldn't be that long, right? I understand that they have to take some people off that have suspicious activity. They should send it, hey, your account has been flagged for suspicious activity. We are going to investigate. Shouldn't take more than a couple of days. Like, that would be okay for me, even if I miss one drop or so. Clockwise asks, have you been banned? No, I haven't, but family members have been banned, and a lot of people in the community have been banned, and that's the reason why I'm doing this. So yeah, but let me see what else we have. Oh yeah, that's something else. So I think the stream was about the whole ban issue, and usually what I do, just to let you know, if I upload videos, I cover one topic and I do a deep dive into the videos. So subscribe to the channel to watch these videos in the future. But there's also another stuff that usually I do, or that I started doing on live stream. So if we have a bullish one, I used to open some Pokemon packs. So just to show you that, I have a little camera set up here for opening some stuff. But as we are already so much time in, and that is a very depressing topic, I'm not going to do that today. I will leave that pack, that blister here, for Sunday to open up some Pokemon stuff, right? Let's just address the questions that still are around. Yeah, Mixed Baby says, hey everyone, just tuned in. Hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we are still answering some questions. Also, let me know what you think about that that stuff here about or for other live streams. Would you be interested in watching this stuff or not? Net Surya says, why can't people realize that that's why they're doing this? They're charging date of birth, take collectibles away. Once they investigate and they see your date of birth don't match, they use the excuse that your date of birth don't match. I'm not sure if they are doing that because of that. I'm not sure, because then that would mean that everything would be like a scam, and you have to think about it, because if they would do that with all the brands that are working with them, this would backfire on the brands, and the brands would have them do something about it. Like, they cannot, Disney, Marvel, all those, they cannot risk they cannot risk this. So I think in terms of, I don't think it's a scam project, really. I don't know. But I heard people saying that every birthday is one day off. Must be a glitch. Yo, we got the first super chat of that stream here. And Omi the Clown says, red circle. welcome, Omi the Clown. If you don't know it, Omi the Clown has the Ecomi wiki, which is perfectly to monitor your votes value once you get everything back. But yeah, check that out. He has also a paid part of the tool, like for $10 or something, you can monitor the market movements and do some technical analysis on a comic or something like that. So yeah, he is just putting blood and effort and sweat into that. So yeah, thank you for the super chat, Omi the Clown, our favorite clowns in the interwebs. Steven says, happy you are not opening packs. Yeah, I think that would be wrong for today. I just wanted to show you that, so tune into the bullish streams when we do all the Pokemon stuff and so on, and then we're going to open that stuff up. Should I email support? I heard so many people have had it happen. Definitely, you should open the support ticket. You should. If you haven't, you should, but only one. Clockwise says, I don't understand this date of birth thing. Apparently, I haven't seen it for myself, but apparently, let me check. Let me check here. So where is it? If you go to settings and personal details, well, mine is not off, at least not here. I don't know. It doesn't say that, so I cannot confirm that. I don't know if someone else can confirm that, but I think 3 people have reported that, so maybe it's true. Or what? I don't think you're lying, but maybe it's not true for everyone. That's the thing. Omi the Clown, love your tool. Yeah, we love that tool, and that's the tool we are using. Omi the Clown, love your wiki Walt, appreciate it. He says, yep. So what else could you do? So you should definitely open a support ticket, 1. And you should respond when they respond, even if it's with a generic message. Offer that you would do everything to support the process, because if you would really take legal action, and for example, my vault is worth like $40,000, if you would take legal action, and I would do that for that vault value, then you can prove in a conversation that you from your side have done everything to get your stuff back. Like you have done KYC, they have accused you of botting, you have offered to helping with everything you could, and even you have not threatened, but you have mentioned that you consider legal action, but you haven't done it for an extended period of time. So if it comes to that and you really take legal action, then you should have a history of messages where you can prove that you did everything to solve your case. So what else do we have? Ecomi announced any new exchange for ERC20 Omi. As far as I know, not. And I think they are going to wait out Lunar New Year, and Gate.io and OKX still have suspended the deposit of Omi already. So that is news, but they haven't performed the token swap yet, as Sendex has performed the token swap and does not accept any more Go chain Omis, and Bitforex has suspended, completed, and reopened the both token sites, but they still support both token sites. So please, if you send something to Bitforex, make sure that the address is the correct one, right? So there's one wallet address for the Go Omi and another wallet address for the ERC20 Omi. My DOB was off a day, but I did have it correct when I signed up in May. I was able to fix it before they locked it. Yeah, actually, how did you fix it? Before you were able to edit it, now you cannot. Submit a ticket to request to update your birthday. Yeah, I think if you're not banned or something, then you should do that and already provide your KYC stuff. People putting their life savings and can be gone anytime by a glitch, and next thing you know, you will be brushed under the radar. Yeah, so that's something that I said in the beginning of the stream. For some people, the money that is in there is life-saving, and this is an investment opportunity, and we should treat as such, and we should treat it as real money. Omi the Clown says, I think we have to remember that 2 million app users, and if there's just 1% of false bans, that's still 20,000 support tickets to deal with. How many support stuff? Be patient, people. That's something, I don't know. I think, Omi, you joined a couple of minutes ago, or like 15 minutes ago. I addressed that, and I agree with you. There are 2 million users on the app, 20,000 support tickets open. Still, there was already that time around the Disney drop where people had restricted market access, and it took weeks, if not months, to get that back. And if you have that amount of money influx from your licensors and from all the people on the app, then you have to scale the support. And if you have not done the support scaling, then you can also not implement a tool that is blocking away so many people, because you have it. I said it before, it would be absolutely acceptable if you have to wait 2 weeks for that, or 1 week. It would be a long time, but it would be acceptable. Now 70 days to get your account back is unacceptable, and it harms the integrity of the brand and the trust. And as I said before, I'm not here to trash Veve. I have money in that, I invest in that, I believe in the project, and I love the project, and that's why I'm doing that. So yes, be patient is fine, but what the problem is not, even 70 days is not the problem. The problem is that they are basically not guaranteeing you that you get your account back, and that they even said that from some restricted accounts they will remove all the collectibles and put that into giveaways. That was what David, you said in December in the AMA, contradicting Dan Crothers saying before in November that they cannot take any NFT away from anyone. So that's at least my take on it. But I agree, they have a hard time, and they were overwhelmed by the large user numbers. But by now, you have to scale. At least if you have the problem of 70 days waiting, and you know that you cannot scale the support and you cannot deal with the tickets, you have to at least come out and say, we hear you, we know what you're going through, we are sorry, we didn't expect this, you will get your accounts back when you're innocent, and we are dealing with that as good as possible. That would be enough for most of the people. Like if they just would come out and say, we hear you, we listen, but they don't. There's no reaction to that. There's no AMA. The community manager doesn't manage the community, and people have really a money in that like I don't know. I mean, how would you feel? Like if you wouldn't know if something on your phone may have flagged you as a botter, you don't have transparency, and you hear someone saying, yeah, we take the collectibles from the master account, use it for giveaways. Imagine that for your account. Support vetting and training isn't a quick thing. It takes time. NDAs have to be signed, people vetted, trained, plus that's 20K tickets additional to other tickets. Yeah, correct. I agree. Maybe it's not as fast possible to ramp up the support, but you should have at least come out and say, we need more time, and our third-party provider blocked away a lot of innocent accounts. We're aware of that and we hear you. So that's basically what I was saying, right? But Marcy does tricks posted. She was disabled this morning on Twitter. Apparently, she is well known in Veve and got her account back under 2 hours. This priority for certain people is not acceptable. And I agree on that. And that makes it even worse, because yesterday, for example, in that Brock, I think Brock was got banned or something. There was the same situation that I think Blockchain came in and said, yeah, I have a connection to David Yu, I talked to him, I can do something for you. But there were like 50 or 100 people in that space, and no one offers them to do something for them, right? So how is that fair? Like, I don't know. It just seems to be, if you have a lot of followers, you get your account solved for protection measures of the brand, I think. But yeah. Check her posts on Twitter. Marcy does tricks on Twitter. I've been restricted for 42 days. Yeah. So yeah, I will check that out for sure. It's certainly something. Yeah. So what about applying to flagged accounts filters like drop success, transfer frequency, drop day floor price success, registry date before disabling them? How can you be a bot user without? Yeah. I think if someone really would have the time or the resources to really look at those support tickets, they would see in many accounts that they would be like the worst botters of all time, like my cousin is, for example. Like, he didn't get anything. It doesn't make sense. The moment he got flagged was by failing a drop. Like, he didn't get the drop and he got flagged. in fairness, didn't they recognize false positives in the last AMA, saying it's like 1%, requires human investigation? The math again makes it a long process, though. What else can they do? Yeah, it's a big. So again, at least how I understood it, I was in an AMA as well, was basically saying, they said they got some false positive. It's like some false banned, but that most of the people that complain about being banned are doing that, and even though they would have bought it, like letting it sound that it is a small minority that got caught in the crossfire, but as it seems, it's more people that even don't know what's going on. At least that is how it appears to me. So I understand, and I also want to defend that team, but the only thing I really want from them is that they come out on me having done a video on, and I don't say I'm that much of an influence at the moment, but Cavell doing a video, Dan doing an interview, Veve posting about this, other like Orion Crypto Trader, everyone mentioning, Ray Fixie tweeting about this, people tweeting about that issue, and they don't come out and say, we hear you, please wait, we're going to have a statement about this. That would be what we needed, right? So you absolutely have a point there, right? What else can they do? But I think there is plenty of things that they can do, and the first thing is communicating and giving transparency. And therefore, the only thing that you have to do is have the community manager go into an AMA and respond those questions. And you don't have to have David, you and Reese and everyone in there. Only your community manager, like the press manager that is like the president of the United States or someone else. They don't answer any, not all of they don't do all of the press releases, right? There are sometimes people from the staff that are talking to the ones interested. So I don't know why there's like not hearing anything. That is what annoys me the most out of this. Like, yeah. So since they also answer other questions faster, it wouldn't be too much to ask that they at least keep you up to date on the status of your investment. Yeah, so it's true. Like, and they do other things. Like, for example, Reese, I think, put out a giveaway on Twitter. There's still time for that, but not addressing the community. So I think we can, as investors in those collectibles, expect transparency. I think we can. And that doesn't mean that I'm slightly disagreeing with Omi, but I understand the situation. Only that it's an unfair weighing, because there is nothing the innocent banned people can do about it, and they don't hear anything. That's the point. Like, that's the pain point. You need, even if it's only 1%, you need to speak to that 1%. It's a minority that is banned, yes, but you need to speak to them. You need to at least calm them down. You don't have to worry. We have these measures. If we have, or if they were aware of false flag accounts, they could at least have said, yes, we put a parameter there that shouldn't be there, and now some people are flagged, right? Now, actually, I will go back for you, Omi. Actually, it's worse. So I'm going to show you quickly what they respond. So Omi asks, are they not responding to support tickets to say they'll investigate? No, actually, some of the support tickets are being responded like this, including the one of my cousin, where they say, I've spoken to our senior devs, and your account has been restricted because our security partners detected, security partners, not we, that you were using scripts or bot to access Veve, or flagged blacklisted IP addresses, and this violates terms and conditions you agreed on when you registered. These terms allow us to restrict user accounts. So as explained before, first, this guy claims to have talked to the senior devs, only that other people have posted that as well. It's the same text. It's like They request KYC. You do KYC, and then a lot of people get this back. This is copy and paste. And I don't know, but if he would really have talked to the senior devs, they should be able to respond here in that message. What exactly are they accusing you of? Script, bot, flagged IP, addresses, or what is it? There's no proof delivered what the person has done, right? And then this I talked to our senior dev, so this message, like almost everyone gets this generic message. So this is not, you can do that, but then no one can find out. So you have to vary at least the restricted messages, right? But this is plain up, I don't know. This is like a straight up lie. So do we know if this email is an autoresponder? It makes sense if it's, for example, 20,000 requests. Responding to each is not practical. So yeah, I don't know if it's practical or not, but if it was your account, you would want a response, right? So let's see that. So let's say we have 20,000 support tickets, right? 1%. We divide it by 70. That would be a total of 285 support tickets per day, right? So let's make it 300 or something. So that means you need 10 people to deal with 30 support tickets. That's a lot. I get that, but you still would have to communicate. You still would have to communicate that you are on it and that it can take a while. So JST says they said that this bot protection system is the market leader and it is used in other areas. You can now see that it might work in other areas, but was not adapted to the complicated circumstances of this app. So yeah, and that's a problem when you don't have. So when you put in a third-party provider, here's what I think about this. The third-party provider has to provide banned accounts. If they go in with like tens of thousands of dollars to that third-party provider, they have to immediately fulfill banning. Like they have to do something. And this is required by Veve to show all the people that were complaining about the bots that they do something. So they set some parameters, which, okay, this is a bannable cause, and the third-party provider goes in and boom, erases all of these accounts. The problem is they haven't thought, if something goes wrong, we need a support staff to deal with all the accounts. How would you do that? That can only be done internally, because all the transaction history, your behavior, and so on, yada yada, is done inside Veve. Now they have the problem. But you have, if you do that and you are shooting crossfire, then you have to be prepared. That's a problem. I would honestly take the autoresponder as they're on it. It's opening a dialogue. Would you rather no email response at all until they got to end of their backlog? Actually, no. I would want a response that says, so it's all fine. So the autoresponder says do KYC. You do KYC, someone approves your KYC, but then you cannot get a generic response like this without proof. Like, read these texts if you would get that. And I know this text on the left is from my cousin, and my cousin has not, I know it for a fact, has not used a bot, has not bought gems off the app, has done everything exactly right. And the only thing that might have happened is he got a new phone and he might have forgotten to log off one phone when he logged on into the other phone. And if that's the bannable reason or some functionality on the new phone, we don't know. But then you cannot receive a message like this. It's just not, because it doesn't even state the ability you have been logged on from two devices into the same account. It's not here. That is the only possibility. We have to also we have to remember each investigation will probably take 20-30 minutes to follow all transactions, activity logs, access logs, etc. Yes, Actually, I leave that up here. So yes, it's true. It's true. So if you're understaffed, you have that problem. But even if it takes 60 minutes and you will take half a year, you have to go out and communicate that and make people are like, what would you do if that was your account and you don't even know if you get it back? Let's say, Omi, you participate in a drop and after that, this happens to you. Okay? You get that email. Wouldn't you be worried? Or would you say, nah, in 180 days, I get my account back. It's all good. It's all fine. They do what they can. Would you? I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I get the point, and I like these people. I like the people. I like what I hear from the AMAs from them. I'm not mad at them as a person, right? Only the clown. Do you think waiting 42 days and counting is acceptable when Mars got fixed in 2 hours today? Yeah, that's the worst part. They should leave the big guys also banned and have them in the queue waiting until the rest gets treated. Like treat them equally. There's no point in harming your reputation even more that you give extra benefits to the others. But to be honest, every business would do that. Like you get always a table in a reserved restaurant if you are a superstar, right? But so yeah, but it's a problem. Anyways, I think okay, we get more. Imagine you own Veve though, and you have 1.5 million users and 20,000 support tickets. Do you do an AMA addressing it to your limited 200K followers or autoresponder? Actually, you would address it. You would address it because you, even those 20K followers or 200K followers or whatever, they are going to talk about it like we do. And they talk about it to people that are not restricted. And I'm worried. I don't let my girlfriend send collectibles for me for MCP because I'm worried. I also try to not behave in a way that I can get flagged and then be out of business for like half a year. Like what do I do? What do I talk? Like open 20 new accounts? That's just, and I don't know. I actually don't know if it's only 1%. I actually don't know because there are too many people. Like what are the chances? Like you know people that there are people that doing a lot of transactions that get flagged. It's just crazy. I don't know. So would you address that? I say yes. I say yes. And I say yes because you need to talk to those people that get left behind. If not, they will spread that history as they should, as it is their right, and you need to address it. You need to at least address it when you have those open AMAs and people are asking about it, and just not ignore it. Because if from an investment perspective, you should also want to have them address it because you don't want the reputation of that they are just like could be anyone and they don't care about you. I think you should address it. Veve is a growing company and they have exploded fast than they expected. Time is needed for these issues, but it's uncomfortable for Veve to have to disable Edwin. So you don't have to address the full story. Here's what I think. You don't have to address the full story. You just have to assure people that they get their accounts back. If not, and have something like do an autoresponder that every 2 weeks sends you a message. We're still on it. It takes longer than expected. You will get your account back if you are not one of these criteria. Blah 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 blah. Would be enough for now. But then you have to ramp up your support to get to work faster through all those tickets. And then you have to also deal with your third-party provider that they put all other parameters that don't flag innocent people, because it's still going on. It's less now from a feeling, but it's still going on. I've invested 5K since March and have a collection worth of 6 figures. Well, now Veve has it. Yeah, I wouldn't say Veve has it, but you are restricted from it. You don't know what happened. You can't access, you can't sell, you can't act on it. So yeah, it's a problem. And also, this whole story has a bigger one behind, because you have to ask the question if you own these collectibles, because if you do, you cannot be restricted from them. They have to be at least transferable and sellable still, right? If you really own them. So the big question here, the two big questions to answer is, can Veve manage support tickets? Because this is part of a growing company with the growth that they are aiming for in the future, with everything coming on like Pokemon and so on. And the other question is, do we really have ownership? Or do we just rent our collectibles like we do with a World of Warcraft account? So they can ban your World of Warcraft account and everything you have is gone. If that is true for Veve, then you don't own your NFTs. And if they can take it away from your account, then you also don't know them, even if you legally bought them. This is a legal contract. So these two questions I want to have answered, right? I just saying this. Don't feel sorry for scammers on Veve who are banned. Actually, me neither. I don't. I feel sorry for all the other people that are banned, and I know for a fact that this is happening. And also, if you were a scammer, would you go through all of the process, like 60 days of, I don't know, going on? And how stupid would people be to use a bot on an account that is worth 40,000? That's just crazy. Okay. Yeah. So scammers are banned for a reason. Yeah, right. And they will have to know. They will have to distinguish. But you should still, yeah, just address it and talk about concrete measures take to correct any issues, like expanding support team by X people. The process will improve after February X, because then I'll be reassured it will be okay. Yeah, I think so too. So we need to see, we need to address this, yeah. Or in the AMA, right? Superman says, Veve needs to invest in more customer support. They keep releasing drops and not addressing the community concerns. Makes it look like they are about, all they're about is dollars. Yeah, so Veve is a multi-million-dollar company already, right? So you have to heavily invest in making your customers satisfied. My boy is no scammer. He's got caught. His account got banned. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Little fish that doesn't have a direct plug to Veve will never understand the situation. Some innocent people have their life in Veve. Makes it worse when they have taken over 2 weeks to respond. 2 weeks to respond is nothing. There are people that are waiting for a response over months, right? The auto response every week letting us know we are still on the radar would make a huge impact on common nerves. You are absolutely right. Instead, they leave me in limbo. Yeah, exactly. So this is a small thing, like set up an autoresponder that responds to the tickets. Hey, we're still investigating. We have certain parameters. You don't have to fear anything. It's all good. Something like that. Yeah, in the limbo. Yeah. Also, they should say clearly that we can or what we can or cannot do. Yes, this is a problem, because some things apparently, like the one with logging into certain devices, are not clarified, and people don't know it. And they use an iPad at one point and then log onto their phone, and they forgot to log out. This shouldn't be possible, as said in the beginning of the stream. Like this can't be possible. You need to have a forced logout on the other device. Why would you even allow it if it violates the TOC? Why is it even possible? Just do a forced logout if you log in on another device. So you could save like 80% probably, or 50% of all the support tickets that are out there. This is another thing. In the AMA, they said scammers and botters are spamming the support system so that the few innocent tickets cannot be treated. And I don't know if that's an answer that you should put out, because basically you're saying that almost everyone who sent a support ticket is a botter or a scammer, right? I don't know. But anyways, I think we have talked everything twice already. So Brock McBlockchain is on tap stream, and he finally stuck his neck out for someone that claimed he was innocent. Turns out he was 100% botter. Oh, sorry, I didn't put that up here. Yeah, shit happens, but still, what does it say? Like, he tried to save someone, and this guy was a botter. So yeah, these guys exist. I don't say that the Veve team is wrong. I say you shouldn't communicate it as if everyone was a botter that complains. Does anyone know if you should have your first and last name in your settings? I have a blank and I don't know why, or if that is good. Don't leave it blank. Put your first and last name in it, because as it reads on your passport, put it in there, because if not, you will have problems with KYC in the end. Everyone go inform the Veve YouTubers you guys watch. Yeah. So I would say, yeah, do that. Do what you can, like bring it out there. And please, if you have done something wrong, then yeah, you will put everyone else in jeopardy. You will put everyone else in a problem. So if you have botted, then sorry, we can't help you. But for everyone else, we keep on fighting. And I thank everyone for coming to the stream. Make sure you subscribe to be able, and hit the bell to get notified when I upload videos or do live streams. And yeah, I say I hope each and everyone gets his account back that is innocent. And I can only say I'm sorry for everything that the innocent people have gone through already. I know the pain from my cousin. So yeah, I don't wish that to anyone. And if you're not banned, please consider at least that some people are telling the truth. And yeah, let's just try to ask our questions for Veve. So with that said, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. Even with the banned account, I'm sure it will come all to a good ending. And yeah, see you in the next live stream or video.